Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavin.
I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Frieren Beyond Journey's End Season 2 Episode 10 called A Beautiful Sight.
You're in trouble.
I thought I was in trouble last episode when it was called Himmel's Memoirs. It ended up coming true because I was crying. This is also brewing to be a sob fest for Sarah. Himmel seeing Frieren, Stark seeing Fern. Seeing, a spell or a phlegm or, any one of those.
It could go... My feeling is that it's Frieren and Himmel related, but we'll see. Honestly, it could be anything.
I'm also, choked because this is the last episode of Season 2. Are you kidding?
You're choked. I'm upset.
Yeah, choked up.
I know. We were talking about this on the Discord with some people, and a lot of people were sympathetic to the animators, saying, give them time, don't work them too hard. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here thinking, let's just lock them in a room so they can get it done.
We have to wait until October 2027.
That's too long.
For Season 3
to
come out. Are you joking me right now?
Unbelievable.
So we are going to soak this up. We are going to enjoy this final Frieren episode for a while. Based on the title,
Sobfest.
it's going to be a heart jerker. That's not even a thing, but you know what I mean. So here we go. Let's get started. The season finale of Season 2, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, is coming right now.
深い渓谷だな。そこが全く見えないぞ。3000メートルの大絶壁だ。この大陸で一番深い渓谷なんだよ。
3 kilometers?
北部高原の標高の高さがなせる技だ。それでこれどう当たるんだ？
すごい風ですね。これでは飛行魔法では渡れませんね。
なんかちょっと前にも似たようなことがあったな。上流の方まで行けば渡河は可能だけど、険しい山岳地帯を抜ける必要があるからかなりの大回りになるね。
下流の方はどうなんですか？
海に面した場所も3000メートルの断崖絶壁だ。景色はとてもいいみたいだけど行ってみる？
結構です。
どちらにせよ、このままだと渓谷を越えるのに2週間はかかるかな。
Couldn't they use magic to build a bridge or something?
まあ仕方がないんじゃないか。もしかしたらそろそろできてるか
も。何の話ですか？
とにかく上流を目指そうか。
Somebody's building a bridge.
途中で渓谷を渡れるかも。
フリーレン様。
見えてきたね。
すげえな。あれってもしかして橋か？
できているみたいだね。
Of course she knows who's
What a
building it.
beautiful sight.
ゲーン。
久しいな、フリーレン。
無事橋はできたみたいだね。
ああ。
この人は
ゲーンだよ。200年前からここに橋を作っている。
What?
It's a better pursuit than looking for
でも
alcohol.
驚いたよ。これだけの橋ができているのなら交通の要所になっていてもおかしくない。なのに全然噂を聞かなかったからまだできていないものだと思っていたよ。
フリーレン、実は一つ問題があってな。
Easy peasy.
この通り、大型の鳥の魔物が強風を起こしていてな。先日も黄金鏡とやらを目指した商人の一団が馬車ごと飛ばされた。しかもあれはいくらでも湧いてくる。近くに大きな巣ができたらしくてな。そのせいでこの橋は使い物にならん。幸い巣はこちら岸のどこかにあるようだ。それを何とかしてくれんか。
Absolutely.
200年もかけて作り上げた橋なんだ。
報酬は？
パンケーキを上手にひっくり返す魔法だ。
Honestly, I need
材
that.
料もある。明日は豪華な朝食が食べられるぞ。
I knew she'd say
Of
yes,
course.
obviously.
That should be a really useful spell.
That's what I'm saying.
ゲーエンの話だとここら辺だね。
さすがに険しいですね。
気をつけてね。落ちたら一巻の終わりだよ。
Not a great place to be fighting birds.
ところでゲーンはなんでこの渓谷に橋を作っていたんだ？
多分後悔だろうね。
そうか。橋は建設中か。残念だな。
いつ頃できる予定なの？
一生無理だろうな。建設資金も底を尽きた。口惜しいものだな。わしには時間などいくらでもあるのに。
ゲーンはなぜこんなところで橋を作っているんだ？
昔この近くにあったわしの村が魔族に襲われてな。一番近くに駐屯していた軍は対岸の都市にいた。あの時ここに橋があったら皆助かったんだ。
これを使ってくれ。とある貴族の宝剣を魔族から取り返した時に受け取った報酬だ。
すごい額だな。受け取れん。これを受け取るのに見合った対価
Because people
を
don't
わしは
like to
持ち
feel
合わせて
indebted.
おらん。
この橋がある。
ん？橋ができるのは早くともお前が寿命で死んでからだ。
対価はフリーレンが受け取るぞ。1000年は持つくらい丈夫に作ってくれ。
わかった。任せてくれ。
Oh my gosh.
Sarah has a real passion for architecture.
It's a beautiful bridge.
For people who have to make this trek, there probably isn't a more beautiful sight.
He's like, no, you know, I can't repay you. This will be done. And then he looked at Freerin and he's like, Freerin will be alive. I don't know why that makes me cry so much.
Because he's giving her things even 1,000 years into the future. Ways to remember him. Things to recollect their journey.
And then these people like coming by and like just helping him. You know, it's just showing like the good part of humanity.
Yeah, you're doing something for the betterment of the world, essentially. And people they'll find you and they'll help you. And they'll step alongside you.
It's just he's like, Freerin will accept your repayment.
Yeah.
And he's like, that just killed me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
見つけた。倒すよ。
Fern better get going with her quick triggers. What was that?
ゲーン。片付けてきたよ。
助かったよ、フリーレン。おかげでこの渓谷を自由に行き来できるようになった。
ゲーエンはこれからどうするつもりなの？
村でゆっくり老後を過ごすさ。
I wonder if the village came back.
お、帰ってきたぞ。
Oh my
Are they all
god.
the people who helped with the bridge?
よかったなゲーエン。今夜は宴だ。
フリーレン、200年もあればまた新しく村もできる。
そっか。
Stark doing one-armed handstand by the fire.
I can't. This episode's killing me. I don't know if it's also because I know it's the last one.
I think that probably is not helping your case.
Do you think those were all the people who helped him over the years?
I think a lot of them.
I mean, it was 200 years, so it's not all of them. But
Yeah.
like,
I mean, a bridge like that would draw people because they can trade, you can come across, people would help, people would stay.
and he probably lived in a dwarf village, but now it's like humans and different. You know what I mean? It's. Or you think he didn't live in a dwarf village?
I don't know, because Old Man Vol was in a human village too, so I wonder if it was already a mix, but it could have been. I mean,
Of all the characters, how did you remember his name? Do you even remember this dwarf's name?
again,
Okay. Also, 3-kilometer canyon straight down.
how high do you think Pregastolan was? I'll have to look
I don't
that
think
up.
3 kilometers.
No, probably not 3
Like, if you fell for 3 kilometers, that would take a while.
It would hurt.
You wouldn't feel it.
True.
But, like, the Grand Canyon obviously is, like, deeper than that, but I feel like it's not just, like,
Some places you can look pretty straight down.
for, like, miles.
I don't know. We'll have to look. I'm not sure.
I can't wrap my mind around that, like, looking straight down for 3 kilometers.
It would be a
Anyway.
tingler. For sure.
Real tingler. Small snowfield.
どうしたんだ？
募金がね、もうちょっとしかないの。
そ
これだと1週間暮らせるかどうかですね。まったく無駄遣いばかりするからですよ。
う。まあ何にせよ、こんな雪原のど真ん中じゃどうしようもないか。
待てよ。確かここら辺って。進路を変えるよ。資金の当てがあるかも。
Little snow oasis.
3 sets of footprints.
ここは
集落とは違うな。冒険者の野営地か？
野郎ども、今日も決まっていくぞ。
Mining
ここは
town?
何なんですか？
聖雪結晶を求めて集まった冒険者の野営地だね。
First, like, I'm gonna clean out the snow
こ
crystal
の地方の
stuff.
雪原で生成される鉱物だよ。魔法薬の原料になるんだ。この地方でしか取れない貴重なもので、とても高価なんだよ。
なるほど。つまりその聖雪結晶ってのを探してロギンを稼ぐんだな。
シュタルクもまだまだ甘いね。聖雪結晶はめったに見つかるものじゃない。だから高価なんだ。
じゃあどうやって稼ぐんだよ。
冒険者相手に商売をしている市場を見に行こうか。面白いものが見られるよ。
Ferns got a little trick up her, or Ferns got a little trick up her sleeve.
普通の市場と変わらないように見えるけど。
値段を見て。
パン1個銀貨1枚。相場の10倍以上しますね。
聖雪結晶の採掘で稼いでいる裕福な冒険者を相手にしているわけだからね。他の地域よりも物価は上がる。
なるほどな。
聖雪結晶が高価なのは2つの理由がある。一つはその希少性。もう一つは凶暴な魔物がうろつく危険地帯にあるからだ。私の言いたいことがわかる？
物価が上がっているということは、討伐依頼の報酬も上がっているということですね。
Right as always, farm.
この場所に地元の人間しか知らない大規模な鉱脈がある。ここに作っている魔物を倒してほしい。それと 討伐が終わったらこの場所に対人結界を張ってほしいんだ。
This adventurer is smart. He's gonna pay them to go clear them out and then make it so that nobody else can get in. That's worth an extra fee.
Well, that's exactly what Freeren's plan was, wasn't it?
I mean, maybe, but the anti-personnel barrier, so that no
That-
other adventurers,
yeah.
that you could charge a premium for.
That is an extra twist, but I figure that that's what she was doing. Like, we will clear the monsters to make it easier for the adventurers to
Yeah.
earn a ton of money.
Yeah.
But they need to, for sure, add a special fee for that anti-personal barrier.
I wonder if her and Himmel were here. Like, I wonder if we're gonna see a little Himmel memory here.
You know I can't handle it.
Because we still, I think the bridge is a beautiful sight, but I don't think it's the beautiful sight. I think we're still gonna see the
Freeren's the
title
beautiful sight.
of the episode.
I'm banking on it. I'm probably gonna be wrong, but I want it to be her so bad. Also, I feel like they should. I know they're not. What are the potion people called? Potion masters? What
Yeah, alchemists?
guild are they in? Oh, is that what they are?
It would be alchemy.
I would be like, yes, save me some of these snow crystals and I'll brew up some potions. But they're mages, they don't make potions.
I mean, some mages might, but probably not.
Okay, well, so much for that idea.
You would be an alchemist if you lived in Freeren's time.
You think?
Mm-hmm. I think you'd like it.
ああ、人が立ち入れないようにしてほしい。
分かった。引き受けるよ。
Do they set their price first?
対人結界を張ってほしいだなんて変わった依頼ですね。
採掘にも人員や費用を集める時間が必要だからね。横取りを防ぐために対人結界を張って場所を抑えること自体は珍しいことじゃないよ。とにかく討伐に向かおうか。
It's a bit of a hike.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like the
It looks
monster
majestic.
from Fantasia.
しないよ。討伐依頼が出ていたってことは野営地の冒険者じゃ歯が立たなかった。
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
油断すると死ぬよ。
報酬に見合った強敵ってわけか。
じゃあ倒すよ。
Looks quick.
It's like a mermaid wolf. Never mind. Whoa. Wow. He's using the speed lap.
こちらの魔力に反応しているようです。
厄介だね。
こいつ早いな。
シュタルク、走って。いい作戦があるんだ。
You be the bait.
任せろ。
She's gonna.
もっと高く。
Oh.
Out of mind detection. Worked against revolt. Goosebumps. Finish him. She is building up for a big.
Wow.
Oh,
She's
God.
cool. Oh.
さすがに強かったな。
フリーレン様、静かに。
Oh.
どういうことだよ。
さっきの魔物はこの辺りの主だったみたいだ。 その魔力が弱まっていくのを嗅ぎつけた奴らが集まってきたんだろう。
どうするフリーレン。二人を背負って逃げるくらいの元気はまだあるぜ。
もう遅いよ。
囲まれた。
Oh.
You can never forget about the minions. I mean, there's a lot of them, but they shouldn't be nearly as strong.
No, but they're surrounded. That's tough. Do you remember? You know the movie I'm talking about. It was from when we were kids,
It's like-
and it was the thing
was
that
it-
looked like that was flying, and
Yes.
the kid was riding on its back.
I want to say it was like Neverland or something like that.
The never-ending story.
That's what it was.
The monster or creature in that thing reminded me of that.
But he was a soft good guy.
That monster used the speed ladder. His agility
Top
was
notch.
off the charts.
But I think that's the first monster that they faced that could do mana detection.
Revolt. Oh, demon.
Yeah. Like the demons are the other level, but this is the first.
Are the monsters derived from demons, or are demons a complete separate thing?
What I believe I read from somebody was that the demons evolve from the monsters, so they're like the base form.
Monsters are the base form.
Monsters are the base form. Somebody tell me, but I believe I read that somewhere.
I love Fern.
Cold terminal.
Yes. She gathered up her mana. She was gathering up her mana to just...
Probably the biggest unleash of energy we've seen from her to this point.
But that's her bread and butter. Fly up there, get out of the mana detection zone.
It's a good strategy because they can keep them busy and then away they go. Mm-hmm. I'm curious to see how they get out of this multi-monster. Wonder if Fern's got like a AoE, area of effect spell.
Here now, Adam just showing off for everybody. He knows the acronyms.
I said it and I just saw the blank look on your face.
I'm like, I know he's just trying to show off. Now I need to
wasn't.
figure this
I
out.
wasn't showing off. It was just, it is what it is.
まあどちらにしても全て倒さないと依頼を果たしたとは言えない。
魔力は持つのかよ。
私は大丈夫です。やるしかないね。
Those are the Northern Company boys.
Yeah. Where'd they come from?
無無騎士だ。
Oh, never mind.
I thought that's what you meant.
No.
一帯の魔物たちが不穏な動きをしていたので追ってきたのだが、あなた方だったとは。
Well, no, that is what I meant.
おかげで助かったよ。
礼を言うのは我々の方だ。ノルム様より報告は受けている。いろいろと世話になったようだな。
これで貸し借りなしだね。
では
こんな辺境にまですごいな。
彼らは支配下にある一帯を
So they just got rid of all of them?
そうだよ。
Chase them off, yeah.
北部高原も少しずつ変わってきているみたいだ。
もうすっかり夜ですね。
今夜はここで野営だね。
In the middle of nowhere?
We'll camp here. The monsters won't be back.
フリーレン様、朝ですよ。起きてください。
That's literally me every day.
Yeah.
投資しますよ。それより見てください。
Oh.
清節結晶の鉱脈が
That's a lot of
朝日
monies.
に照らされて綺麗ですよ。
そうだね。
今回はロギンを稼ぐことが目的だったけれども、まさかこんな光景に出会えるとはね。
綺麗だな。
このために魔王を倒す価値は十分あるな。僕たちが魔王を倒せば、この美しい光景を誰もが見られる時代が来るんだ。
誰もがってわけにはいかないけど、たくさんの人がこの光景を見られる時代が実際にやってきた。不思議な気分だ。
本当に美しいですね。
ああ。
でもそれも人の手によって切り崩されていく。少し寂しいけど、
これもまた時代の流れだね。それじゃあ、もう少し見たら結界を張って戻ろうか。
Everything that the first group fought for is like you're starting to see it come to fruition.
How cool is it to be able to come back and see the fruition of the work you put in?
I was just thinking that she was part of the like laying the groundwork.
Yeah.
And she's the only one that gets to see the benefit or like the difference that they made.
That might be one of the coolest things about living that long. Like you can really plant the seed and watch it mature, which is really cool.
That's so cool.
What did you think of the line? It's like, yes, anybody can come see it now, but it will be torn down by human hands.
I was surprised at how, I mean, I shouldn't have been surprised because she is pretty cavalier about a lot of things, but she's like, well, time marches on. But I think like she's been alive for so long, she's probably seen so many different iterations of that same thing.
Yeah.
She can't become too attached to any idea or object or concept or whatever it may be. So like it makes sense that that's her attitude. But I can't help but be sad.
Well, just,
you know?
Yeah. I mean, you and I love being outside and doing those things, and just to think about things being ruined for pictures or something like that is just...
Adam's biggest pet peeve is people who take pictures. Why? Because he's decided that every single person who takes a picture is taking a picture for Instagram,
no,
and he gets so mad about it.
That's not... I'm talking about people who ruin, like, go off paths to try and get pictures of animals or things in wild parks and ruin it for everybody else. That's what I'm talking about. You're not wrong, but in this case, that's not what I was talking about.
ありがとう。助かったよ。約束の報酬だ。これであの鉱脈を保護できる。
保護？採掘のための結界じゃないの？
俺はこの地方出身の冒険者。
Frey can still be surprised by people.
あの美しい光景を見て。
That guy right there is in the bro house.
感謝する。
Oh my
おかげで故
goodness.
郷の景色を守れた。
Frieren is so happy.
And then you meet somebody great like that.
誰かの故郷を守るっていいもんだな。
そうですね。今思えばハイター様は私の故郷を守ってくださったのかもしれません。故郷の地こそ戦争で失ってしまいましたが、おかげで大切な思い出までなくさずに済みました。
俺もだよ。俺が故郷から逃げたって話をした時、フェルンはそんなの関係ないって言って俺を信じてくれたしな。そういえばフェルンはいつも背中を押してくれるよな。なんでだ？
フリーレン様ならそうするからですよ。
And Pharaoh will say, because
That's
that's
what
what him
Himmel
would
would
do.
do.
フリーレン様、物価が高いのになんでここで魔道具を買ったんですか？貴重なものだったんだよ。
当分ロギンには苦労しそうだな。
実はそうなると思って半分隠しておきました。
マジかよ。
さすがだねフェルン。それでこそ私の弟子だ。
それでいいんだ。
How logical. Briefcase.
それじゃあ行こうか。
彼女はエーデル2級魔法使い。精神魔法の専門家だ。ここの再調査のために同行してもらっていたんだ。彼女が得た情報は君にとって有益なものになると思うよ。
電剣、テオ、わしの記憶を渡す。
ああ。これで引き継ぎは終わりだね。君の任務は黄金鏡を封印する結界の維持と管理だ。くれぐれも余計な真似はしないようにね。
電剣、墓参りは諦めろ。
わかっている。
死ぬつもりじゃな。
少し羨ましい。私はゼイリエ様の命には逆らえないからね。敵は最後にして最強の七宝剣、黄金鏡のマハト。黄金に変えられた故郷を救うために立ち向かうだなんて、まるでおとぎ話の英雄みたいじゃないか。
Okay, do we want to unpack what just happened or the end of the episode?
Let's go into the episode first.
I love that Frieren can still be surprised by people. She's been alive for so long, and the fact that that adventurer was like, no, I wanted the spell so that we could preserve it. Like, she was so caught off guard in the best way, and I, like, love that.
I was caught off guard.
Yes. Because I was so sad when she was like, oh, it's going to be destroyed by human hands, but that's what happens.
Yeah.
So that was great.
It was the perfect way to end that segment because everything was so positive. They had done this. You saw the Norm Company, who they had helped, now being able to protect the Northern Plateau again, and they showed up, and you see the kind of that cool interaction of like, now we're even when she helped. And then it's like, okay, we've done this great thing, but it's going to be destroyed anyway for profit. It was a complete surprise in the best way, and it was just a really good, feel-good moment.
I think Fern was also caught off guard when Stark was like, you always encourage me. Because she's like, wait. No, I don't. I'm always giving you a hard time.
I was trying to think about that, actually.
But I think her, like, criticism has pushed him and has, like, made him want to be better. So he might, even though she is, like, nagging on him sometimes, it's like he probably sees it. And I love that he hasn't taken it personally.
Yeah.
He probably sees it as, like, her expectations have made me better.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that's what Frieren would do. Full circle moment, you guys.
Yeah.
How many times have we heard throughout the first these two seasons, that's what Himmel would do? And now for it to come back around, Frieren is like living out her goal of kind of building relationships, you know, the things that she kind of left behind on her first adventure, and the things that she has like tried to bring forward and change as she enters this new phase. Like, the full circle moment of like now her disciples are saying that's what Frieren would do. Like, I cried again.
Yeah. Because really you could just dub that with that's what Himmel would do. Like, you can follow the tree all the way through, which is so cool to see. Again, we have talked about the power of words to people, and like, you never know what difference you're going to make. Now Himmel's dead, but he's affecting, you know, the next generation without even being there.
Tear jerker episode, 100%. Partially because of the content, partially because I was just really sad it was the last episode.
I mean, that's fair.
I think that was a great way to end it.
I'm sad it's over.
I'm really sad it's over. But we have something to look forward to.
True.
And do we think we're going to be following Denkin? I feel like we have to follow the trio. But do you think that's going to be like a side storyline? Do you think they're going to meet up?
Well, I don't think Denkin's in the Northern Plateau, so I'm not sure how they would meet up. And I also don't know... It made it sound like he was going to save his homeland, but it also made it seem like he had very little chance of actually beating the Sage, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go. My mind went to like he had to sacrifice himself to keep the barrier up or something like that. Because my thought is the barrier is keeping the Sage contained.
Okay.
Is where my brain went to, but I could be wrong.
Just keeping us excited for next season, as if we needed another reason.
On our toes for a year and a half.
Thank you so much for recommending this anime, for voting for it in our poll. We have so thoroughly enjoyed this.
Where?
Don't ask me where it ranks.
Okay.
You can answer the question. I'm not prepared to answer it right now.
That's a tough question. That's why I was asking you. I personally really, really liked this one. It was kind of in my genre. I liked the story. I liked it all. It's up there for me. We'll have to come back and do this, but it's
I'm
ahead of a bunch
asking
of
questions and unprepared to answer them.
Yeah.
But this was wonderful. I know you guys will have a lot of feelings about this episode, so please be sure to share those thoughts in the comments below. I know a bunch of you cried. Did you cry at the same parts as me? Did you cry as often as I did? Just make a girl feel better, okay? So just like let me know all the times you cried. We'll be back with Frieren for season 3. You better believe it. But until then, we would love it if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and please join us for some other anime. Hopefully some of your favorites are on our playlists, and we'll see you soon. Bye.